Christmas for me growing up was pretty horrible, to be fair, and I would always associate it with bad memories or just a bad time, honestly. When I got kicked out of my mum's, I would spend Christmases alone as much as possible because I felt like I brought people down, and because it kind of made me upset around that time, I would always try to separate myself away from people that enjoyed Christmas because I would always say I don't like it because of the experiences I had. A lot of people don't understand that when I say I don't like Christmas, it's not that it's what Christmas represents, but for me, around that time, for some reason, it's like my brain just automatically goes into this mode where it just feels sad. I think it's because of the memories I've accumulated at this time of year before. I've had a lot of people in my life be upset with me because I don't like to celebrate it. And I'm not happy around that time, around Christmas. And so, because of that, I try to avoid contact, avoid people in general, because I feel like I'm dampening their Christmas spirit or the joy they get from it. A good few years ago now, someone told me that you don't live with your mum anymore. You don't have to live the same as if you was with her. And I think it clicked at the time, even though it kind of took some time for me to really understand it. But what that person was saying to me is, I lived a certain way and was a certain way because of my mum. And I'm no longer under her roof or under her care. So I don't need to be that way anymore. There's a lot of things I do and I say, well, it's how I grew up, or, well, that's just how I was brought up. But the reality is I don't have to live the same life that I don't have to live the same life I did as a kid. I can just I hate making videos like this because it kind of brings up so many memories that I just hate having. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, just because you was brought up a certain way or did something a certain way when you was younger or how you was brought up doesn't mean that you need to stick to that, right? Some people will parent their kid the way they were raised because they find that is the best way. But that doesn't mean that it is the best way to parent. Just because you were raised like that doesn't mean that your kid also needs to learn the exact same lessons as you. I saw a video a few days ago where it said, when your kid is not as mature as you at the same age, right? And it was like basically talking about breaking a cycle of like, that's a good thing, right? Your kid doesn't need to be an adult. It needs to be a kid. And maybe as a parent, you'll feel that your kid needs to be maturer because you was at the time, at the same age. But just because that's how you were raised and that's how you went through life doesn't mean that your kid needs to as well. I'm rambling again, but as you see, I've put a Christmas tree up this year, and I have done for a few years now, and it's because someone in my life took away my Christmases, my birthdays, my happy memories. But I will not let them carry on taking away these days from me, these moments. I refuse to let that happen. So now I try to enjoy my Christmases with whoever I have around me, family, friends, whatever it is. Just because you were raised a certain way doesn't mean you can't change into being a person that you're proud of. So, yeah, even if it is as simple as not enjoying a day, maybe your birthday, or maybe you have a traumatic experience with something else. Don't let that define it for the rest of your life. You can change it. I don't know if this video makes sense, but I feel like it will to the right person. So, that's it. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.